Hey guys, so I am back. I told you I would be back with another Q&A very quick, with another video very quickly to answer more questions. I would have done it in the previous video, but unfortunately I needed a bathroom break, and I think it's also good to do a Q&A right now because I can now go over a lot of the questions that were asked in the previous video. And we'll go over we'll answer some of those questions. We'll also provide you with a lot more additional details on how the university is going to be run and all the other things that are actually happening. So I think that that's going to be something that should help to put a lot of your minds at ease and something that you can reference. Because I mean, there's so much happening in the world right now that the most important thing that you should be doing is working on yourself, building out skills, collaborating, networking. And that's actually one thing that we teach. We really are going to be teaching heavily is networking, learning how to network in the crypto space. So I mean, it's one of the most critical things you could be doing right now. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to do that, but we're going to be teaching. We're going to be teaching them all of that so that when they go out into the world, they will be successful. They will be able to. They will be able to thrive. And for example, like Tim, like just literally shoot for the stars. One thing that's actually happening with Tim is launching an entirely new video game. He's been working on it for like maybe over a year now. I think I forget if it was. I don't think it feels like longer than he's been working on it for he's been working on it for a while now, and it's coming along well. I saw the early design, and that's going to be one of the first games to actually allow people to be rewarded in red pill coin when they're playing the game. Another very important thing is that we will be accepting, we're working now to accept real red pill coins for payment for the university. So you'll be able to pay you'll be able to pay using red pill coins if you want to take a class. This is actually very important information for you. We'll make the public announcement once we have it set up, but I would advise any of you that have your red pill coins not to dump them right now, or if you've already dumped them, that has nothing to do with us because we advised you that we were working on the project for a long period of time. And if you were dumb enough to like sell your red pill coins for a small amount of money, that is your fault. We're working now to build out a series of ATMs that you will actually be able to purchase, and you'll be able to purchase them for relatively very cheaply. Each ATM will be around $1,500, and they will allow for red pill coins, our other cryptocurrencies we've developed, and as well as Bitcoin. And so you will actually have that option to purchase our Bitcoin, our cryptocurrency ATMs very soon, and they will all be branded Satoshi. So a Satoshi ATM, you'll be able to purchase one for a much more affordable amount, and we're going to be providing you with support as well so that you can do that, and that's going to be under Satoshi Cash. But that's again, we're working on that. Like I said, for right now, we do want to focus on helping you guys with the Q&A. So as you guys can see on the screen, these were some of the questions. This is the other screen from the previous stream. And these are a lot of the questions that we were asked. So I'm going to go through these, and if you have additional questions, please go ahead and ask them in the live stream comments, and I'll also answer as many of them as I possibly can as I'm streaming for you right now. Royman had asked, "How are you?" I'm good. I think I responded. Brian says, "Hey Satoshi, how have you been?" I've been very, very busy. I'm working my butt off. Boyd Ween says, "Any altcoin reports?" As we pointed out in the previous stream, you will get full access to the not only altcoin reports via our email list to students, but you'll also get access to the top 20 coins for 2020 to hodl, and we'll work to update that list as the markets change. And we'll also, of course, be providing trade calls and everything else. So those are things that you're going to be receiving with the membership. As I said, you will have access to the membership. If people who get the membership, it's right now it's only $1 to actually join Satoshi Academy under the membership plan. And with that, you can basically just start. Not only can you start learning, but you get instant access to all of those additional things. And again, it's only $1 right now. That is going to change, but we're doing this because we understand that right now in the United States, there's a lot of things happening. People are struggling. So we're working on the pricing structure to address a bit of that. So you'll be able to try out the academy. You'll be able to try out the academy 100% for free. People who take classes on Satoshi.Academy will also be able to apply once the university is complete for full college credit. So you will be awarded college. You will get college credit. You can apply for college credit using through the university, and that's a really big thing. The cost of the university is actually going to be, like I said, it's a real university, so it's going to be more in line with current universities, but we're going to be charging, but we are also going to be pricing it more affordably, thanks to the fact that the first university is actually that we're building right now is actually located in Mexico. So, but again, we're working with travel. We're working with an experience. We're working with travel agents. We have one guy who has 30 years of travel experience, and he's going to be helping us. He's one of the people that we're actively working with to help us to ensure that our students don't have any problems when they are traveling. Everything they need. Plus, we have a course on there that gives you all of that information. But for any additional information, we'll also have support that will guide you through the process, passport, all of that stuff, so that you can come to the university and so that you won't have any problems traveling. So those are things that are very important. Those are things that we're addressing all of that. Let me see if I can read some more of the comments. Raymond had pointed out, said that, Bitcoin might jump a bit more, but then it's going to crash. That's exactly it. Like I said, Raymond has already been offered a job at the university, and I've already told him that he should be prepared to leave. So, but we'll see what happens with that, because I don't think he wants to leave his family. But yeah, but Raymond, I think, was the first person we actually reached out to and said, "Oh, we want you to come and work as a professor." And there's a bunch of other people. Timothy Leoza, for example. He has he's actually reached a very advanced level with cryptocurrency, and as a result of that, he's one of the people that we would like to bring on to help teaching integration of cryptocurrency into gaming and applications, because he's actually done it. Like I said, Red Pill is going to be a cryptocurrency available through the game, and people will be able to physically earn red pills as they're playing through the game. He'll figure out the structure of that, and that provides real world applicability. One of the good things is that because we're also stationed in 2 different countries right now, so we have our office, so we have our company is located both in the we now have a presence in both the United States, Mexico, and we also met with a consultant to set up a location, a virtual location for Europe, and he would be helping us to coordinate that for our students that are located in Europe. So we're setting up multiple offices. We have a virtual office in the United States. We're setting up our virtual office. Our actual office is being set up tomorrow in what do you call it, in here in Mexico, and so that's, which is really cool. And then we're working to set up the other office in Europe. We do have some. In terms of Africa. In terms of Africa, we are looking into it and making it available to Africans, and potentially setting up an office in Africa. However, that's something that we have to talk more about. In terms of Asia, a lot of the countries have their own rules. So China, for example, setting up the academy, we have to actually adhere to the Chinese guidelines, Chinese standards. But considering things that are happening in the world, I think that it may be more possible for us to begin working in China as a result of that, because we're not actually selling crypto. We're just a university teaching. And like I said, we're working on getting the international accreditation. International accreditation is not simply regional accreditation. It's global accreditation, which basically means that when you take classes at our academy, our university, you'll be able to use those. You'll be able to transfer those credits to different universities all over the world and use those towards getting your degree in blockchain. Like I said, we're partnering with numerous other universities for access to the courses. I'm also going to, let me see if I can jump over to our description, because on the original video we actually put a lot of information in there.
Satoshi Nakamoto here.
I'm sorry about that.
And this is an update for everyone
Yeah, I just jumped over to the other video, and a lot of people didn't even notice it. I know people don't read descriptions, but we actually put a lot of information in there, which shows you a lot of the things that are happening. BB says it's a good time to be starting a business in a highly risky. BB, when others see obstacles, you should see opportunity. This is not the time. This is so sad. Right now is the time to make money. When everyone is panicking, you should be planning it. Think about this very carefully. 30% unemployment rate in the US, and I'm going to have to deviate a bit. 30 to 32% unemployment rate in the US is being projected, and the government is a liar. So you know that it could be anywhere, it could be much higher, as high as 60%. So now we're entering a new world where people will not have jobs. As a result of this, how do they make money? How do they survive? So this course is the perfect time for a business venture. This is not a high risk investment. As a result of the way that we're looking at blockchain, people are now using Bitcoin to send money back and forth. Large companies are using Bitcoin to transfer money all over the world to different regions in the world right now. So we've actually begun to reach adaptation rate. When people see the markets falling, the reasons why the markets are primarily falling is because people are stupid. Because, for example, a large company purchases $1 million in Bitcoin. People see that and they're like, oh my gosh, well, the value of Bitcoin just went up. So that means that we should start buying. And what that means is that they should monitor it because companies are using it now to move money around the world. And then when they see it crash suddenly, they think, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. This is incorrect. As I mentioned before, you should not be looking at you shouldn't be looking at the market cap of Bitcoin. You should be looking at the transaction rates on cryptocurrency exchanges and the developments that are happening in the space. It's rapid development right now. Right now you can actually use cryptocurrency to invest in stocks, okay? Which we also teach in our stock investment course, if I recall. So you have all of that. You get that. In reality, right now, cryptocurrency is at its best. I know it's among its best. It's better than it was during the crypto boom in 2018 because we have more transactions happening. People are now using it as physical cash. They're using it as a means of bartering, of sending money. They're using it for physical applicability. We're also working to develop our own card, partner with a company such as Cash Square, so that we can have our own cryptocurrency card. And you guys will be able to use it at different ATMs or just having a branded card, Satoshi branded card. So that's something that we are working very hard on to get a Bitcoin ATM card set up for you, so that you guys will be able to use it everywhere and anywhere you go, and you'll be able to use it internationally, and you won't have to worry about any of those other issues. But there's a bunch of factors in that. For the cryptocurrency debit card, keep in mind that it may be limited to people in the United States at first, simply because of regulations, and every country is a bit different. So we're looking at that, and there's also some others that we're working with so that we can provide those cards internationally. But we'll let you know what countries our debit card supports once we have more information on that. If you want to run your own Satoshi ATM, like I said, we've already partnered. We're already working with the company that builds them, working on the software, and our ATMs will be considerably cheaper than many of the ATMs available today that cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Our ATMs will cost you right around $1,500, and you'll be able to get the ATMs. And one of the great things about the ATMs is that they provide support for not just Bitcoin, but also Red Pill coin and also our other coin, our Galaxy coins. As a result, people who are currently holding those coins will potentially see a massive increase in the value of those coins as people are using those coins, buying those coins at the ATMs, even selling those coins at the ATMs. As a result of that, that's going to increase the market traffic and trajectory of those coins. So your Red Pill coins, for those of you that have been holding for 2 years, thank you so much. People have been called, there was so many horrible things people have said to me over the years, calling me a thief, calling me a liar, MGTOW Marcus. he basically was talking about report me to this SEC, and then he left in the comments that, well, technically speaking, after looking over the project, we can't actually report him to the SEC because if it was a project that violated them, violated their guidelines, then they would have already come after him. That's correct. We have not had any problems with the government. We've been working on our trademark. We've been filing paperwork. We have an entire firm, including people who specialize in cryptocurrency at the accounting firm, that are handling all of those details in terms of the taxes, in terms of the money distribution, in terms of everything that we have to pay out. All of that has been handled 100%. We have not defrauded or lied to anyone. Somehow it's just that you have a bunch of people who invested in it and they expected everything to materialize right now when they wanted it. So to those people who sold off their coins, ha ha. That's like, I'm literally saying that. As I said, we're also working to ensure that you'll be able to use your red pills to buy courses on Satoshi.Academy. And the importance of that is by being able to use red pills to pay for your courses or to pay for the entire university program itself. That adds more liquidity to the markets, and it rapidly increases the value. We actually reduced the number of red pill coins after we launched it. So originally there were about 210 million red pill coins, and we actually ended up burning a significant portion of those. A lot of people don't know now that in reality, there's only somewhere around maybe 20 something million red pills, 25 million or 30 million. There's not a lot of red pills out there anymore. So a lot of those coins have actually been completely destroyed. And the actual amount of red pill coins now in existence are more in line with Bitcoin. Okay. And the great thing about what we've done is that if we need to, we can also burn more coins to further increase the value. But again, for those of you that have been holding on to your red pill coins, your time is coming soon. For those of you that sold your coins, too bad. For those of you that don't know how to access your coins anymore, or you're having technical issues, if you're a member of the University of Satoshi.Academy, you'll have access to our support, and we'll provide support to help you regain access to your coins if we can. We'll provide as much support as we can. We'll also provide information. We'll provide regular briefings on the status on updates of the integration of Red Pill Coin into the university. We'll provide updates on the cryptocurrency ATMs and let you know when you can start purchasing your own cryptocurrency ATMs from us and begin putting them in different places. As I said, they'll cost around $1,500 each ATM, which is considerably cheaper. They'll support Bitcoin, our Galaxy coins, and of course, Red Pill Coin, so people can buy them. And what we're planning to do is also to also work with the amount that people pay. So for example, to incentivize more people to purchase Red Pill coins, the commission that we charge for Red Pill coins will be significantly lower, maybe 2% or no more than 5%, I'm thinking this way, which is way lower than most ATMs out there. The whole idea is not to gouge people at the ATMs, is to get more and more people using them. And once we do that, it adds a real world value to it. So that's another thing. We're also working on, of course, the affiliate program. And the way the affiliate program is actually going to work is, and I'm going to answer more of your questions. I know you're leaving questions and asking stuff in the chat. I'm going to jump over to your chat in just a moment and start answering your questions. So please don't worry. But let me see here. But in terms of the affiliate program, what we're actually doing is changing the structure a bit. So if someone signs someone up for a program, they're actually going to get a percentage of the course. So for example, you tell your mother, your father, your brother, whoever, we're going to actually start offering, you'll be able to order your own business cards. On the business card, it will have your affiliate link. So you can give your card to whomever you want. You can tell them about the program, and you can answer their questions, because basically you end up becoming a salesman for us now. And when they purchase the course, you are going to receive a percentage of that course. So you'll receive a percentage of the course sales. It will be very fair for instructors that actually begin working at university and developing new courses. What the structure for them will be a bit different. So for example, people who are instructors at the university, they will have the ability help to develop the new courses. They'll actually receive not only a portion of every course sale, so for example, like from every course, but also they'll also receive lifetime. We're working to ensure that they receive lifetime, a lifetime. What do you call it? A lifetime, or at least a what do you call it? At least a lifetime percentage or payout for the course. So basically, for as long as we have the course and we're offering that course, they'll continue to receive a portion of the course membership, of the payments for the membership and so forth. This is a great option for people who don't know what their next job is, because they'll be able to teach at the university and they'll continuously earn an income. And that's going to be something that I think will be really good for the online instructors. For people working at the physical university, they'll actually be receiving a regular paycheck, and online instructors, they can decide what they want. They can decide if they want to receive a paycheck or if they want to receive a portion of the course's profits, which, like I said, would be for the lifetime of the course or for maybe a 5 to 10 year period. So as a result of that, even when you're not working, you'll still be making money, and you won't have to constantly worry about that. The harder you work, the more money you'll make, and it's not just going to be a one-time basis. You'll be able to continuously receive a steady stream of income from the courses. It's really amazing. It's really, really amazing, and I'm so proud of that. AP's one of the questions that AP 530 had asked in the previous stream was, is the location going to be in the USA or what country? So so in terms of our company's location again is in the United States, Mexico, and we're working to open up a European location right now. And we're thinking about Africa, but we're not so sure on that. We are looking into opening up a branch for Asia, specifically the Chinese market, but they have very strong regulations there. But it's because there's so many things happening right now, we do think it's possible that we will be able to get allowed to operate in China. What we may have to do is partner with another university, which is something we're already doing, so that we can begin offering our blockchain courses. And we also may have to wait until we receive our international accreditation. But the good thing about that is that once we apply and submit everything, to my understanding, they will put us in we will be in the review process. So basically that means that any students that have taken courses with us will automatically become qualified to receive not only transferable credits, but also a university degree from us. Once accredited university degree. Once that's done, so everything will be accredited. The certification, everything will be back rolled. So if you took a course with us previously, you're covered. In terms of the courses on Crypto Money Academy, because I saw that somebody was asking about that. So Crypto Money Academy, it basically gave you 3-month access to the courses. So basically, if you paid, let's say, $300 for a course, you would have 3 months to take the course. What's happening here with with Satoshi.Academy, you will still, and if everyone who has paid for courses on Crypto Money Academy, you still will have access to your courses for the complete length of time. So you don't have anything to worry about. Everyone who has taken courses on Crypto Money Academy will still have access to their courses there, and they'll also gain premium. And for support, they can turn to Satoshi Academy, and we'll provide support. So it's not even an issue. You don't have to worry about that. I did tell people to purchase courses there when you could, because there's actually some really good deals on those courses. But we've now migrated to Satoshi.Academy. So please use this website to purchase your courses. We're adding more courses. So if you see a course that you're like, oh my gosh, it's a course I wanted that's not there, don't worry, it's on its way. And also definitely check out the new course programs, because these programs are actually contain a lot of those other information from those other courses, entire courses, in fact, but they're now bundled together, priced better, so that you get a much better deal. As I said, you can now buy the courses outright. If you want to just own the course, you can buy it outright. You'll be able to download the course, take the course, use it anywhere you want, whatever. If you sign up for the membership, which again is you can sign up for just $1 right now. I'll show you on the screen. Right now the membership is only $1. So for the first week, so you can basically try it out before you actually before you even invest in the course, you can try it out for just $1. You can see if the course is for you. You can check out what's available. You can begin learning. If you don't like it after the first week, you can cancel. If you don't, then it's only $150 a month. And again, you can cancel at any time, so you're not locked into anything. So, and it's, again, you get access to the private email list, private email access. So basically one-to-one email access with Satoshi Academy to guide you along the way for any problems that you have related to not only the Academy, but questions regarding the general markets. Like if you have trouble accessing your cryptocurrency wallet, stuff like that, we will provide support for that. We have the private email list for those of you that asked about, which provides new alerts, cryptocurrency calls, and emergency market analysis that will keep members ahead of the curve, so that you can make investment decisions before the markets are affected. I'm going to jump over to the other screen right now because I know you guys have questions about that, and I'm going to start reading. I'm going to do my best to start reading some of that for you because let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to start reading some of that for you because I know many of you actually have a lot of questions regarding what that is, how it works, stuff along those lines. I mean, it's very important that you understand how this works, how everything is being done. I'm just going to jump to the page again so you guys can see it. So as you can see, this is the membership page, and again, everything that's offered there, we accept all your payment methods, including PayPal. We have our course reviews up by different people, including Tim. Like I said, Tim is Tim. We're working with Tim to integrate Red Pill Coin into his game. So his game will be the first application that should be the first application where you will earn Red Pill coins as you're playing the game. To my understanding, it's going to be a Steam-only game at the moment, but I've talked to him about making it available on Nintendo Switch and other platforms. But I know that he's been working so hard, and it's a lot of work. So I do understand that it's probably the best idea to get it out on Steam first, and then afterwards to work towards getting on other platforms. However, I know that he's working on a Kickstarter. So one of the milestones could also be to include versions for PlayStation 4, Xbox One X, and of course Nintendo Switch, which I think the game would be right at home on because it looks like a game you would play on Nintendo Switch. As I said, you have the top 20 coins to hodl in 2020. We have it as 2019. We're going to update that, but not only will you get the top 20 coins, but we're going to be regularly updating the list so that you can you'll have that. You can review everything that is included in the membership, and we're adding new courses regularly. So you're going to have access to everything you need, but you get access to right off the bat, introduction to cryptocurrency, introduction to day trading for cryptocurrency for a living, how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods, how to choose and invest in all coins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more, how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it, how to take profit from cryptocurrency and not lose your entire investment, how to know when it's time to buy and when it's time to sell, how to quickly withdraw your cryptocurrency and cash from any ATM, and other crypto to cash conversion methods, convert cryptocurrencies without using an exchange strategy you must use to become a crypto millionaire, how to choose and invest in all coins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. Again, those are just some of the starting courses that you will be getting access to, but you'll be getting access to all of our courses will be available on there. Every single course. If you didn't see a course you like, don't worry, it will be added, or if it already hasn't. And right now for the first week, you can sign up for $1. Again, we're doing this for a number of reasons, but especially since we know that liquidity is rough right now and people are worried about spending money. You can try out the Academy for 1 week. 1 week for just $1, so not free, but $1. And if you don't like it, you can just cancel. If you do, then you can continue learning, and it's only $150 a month. And as I said, you get all of the perks. You get all of not just me. So in terms of the emails, we've actually brought on a number of other people. So they'll be actually cryptocurrency experts, developers from our team. Those people, they'll be answering questions, engineers, all of this. So we have that. And we're adding more people to support. We have a receptionist that you'll be able to call, that will be providing reference anything. So you can call, you can speak with our receptionist. I know you're like, what the hell? And as I said, we're working to add some liquidity. So we're working to obtain $100,000 in liquidity. Right now, pretty much all of the money that we've invested, a lot of the money has come from Raymond Zuniga, Thomas, Cryptonomy Royale, and a number of other people who've been sending money to build out university, and also to build out our business, because we're opening up a massive cafe, hookah lounge with a hookah lounge club, which would also, we already have the stage built, and we're just working, and we're actually done right now with the core, with the first phase. So that stuff is done, and then we're going to focus next on building out the rooftop patio. We have a giant pool that we're adding, and it's the great thing about it is that the place is not actually, it's not an alcoholic center. It's actually very different. It's a place where people can come, stream, play video games. We'll have laptops available for everyone to use, so they can begin streaming and gaming on them, or studying or whatever. We have we're building out entire LED displays on the walls, so that people can basically play their games on a 80 to 100 inch display. I know you're like, what the heck? And like I said, for the academy, we're actually customizing the room. So we have like anime room or whatever that students can stay in, and they can basically decide what rooms they want to stay in. We'll have both shared housing. So basically, you can have a roommate, or you can have your own room, single room, or a double room that's the size of a double room, and students can decide what room they want to choose and how much they want to pay for it. Well, like I said, we're actually at the academy right now working on it, because we actually have the rooms built. We have everything. We have all of that taken care of. We have the engineer coming tomorrow to install a series, to look at installing a series of new showers. We're upgrading our water system so that we can so that we'll be able to provide, no problem when it comes to water, because we have more students. So we're expanding on that. We're also upgrading the internet so that we'll have lightning fast internet. We're aiming for about 100 to 200 megabits per second internet, and we're also putting in what do you call it? A route. I forget what they call it. Not routers, but Wi-Fi extenders, so that no matter where you are in the academy, you'll have very good access to the internet, and you won't have to worry about that. So blazing fast internet. We're working on ordering the computers and the laptops and the tablets. Like I said, all the classes are going to be offered on electronically. The textbook, which I'm working on, is going to be electronic, but it's not going to be your typical textbook. It's going to be interactive. It's going to have videos. It's going to have a lot of different things. We're also working with others who specialize in alternative learning, so this will basically help visual learners to learn, among others. It's my day says, please take my name, man. Patil. Hey, will you reply? Please, please say my name. I think that's what you're saying. Hey, how's it going? Let me see here. Let's see if there's any other questions. Okay, BB says you don't get more risky than crypto. The reason why you think that crypto is risky is because you don't understand it. People only see the utility of cryptocurrency as one thing, as a means of money. Cryptocurrency has significantly more value than that. Crypto blockchain technology. To be honest with you, the founder of Ethereum said it perfectly. And just let you guys in a little secret, the founder of Ethereum, founder of Ethereum had some involvement with the original development of Bitcoin. All right, maybe not a lot, but he did have involvement in the original development of Bitcoin. And what he ended up doing was creating his own cryptocurrency, and that's where a lot of the smart contract concept came from. But he did talk about this, that probably the most boring thing about cryptocurrency is using it as a means of money. But again, that's something that people will have to see for themselves. As I said already, right now the markets are actually booming, but people are like, what the heck? You shouldn't be looking at the market cap of cryptocurrency. You should be looking at the transaction rate and how it's being used. Because a lot of people don't understand what causes Bitcoin to go up and down. For example, Bitcoin could crash down to $3,000 right now, and everyone would say the sky is falling. But if you look at the transaction rates and you look at the transfer rates, what is actually happening is large institutions are using Bitcoin to move money around. Of course, there's also people selling Bitcoin because they bought it as an investment when hoping to make a quick buck off it, and that didn't work out for them. And a lot of that is because they also don't know how to understand the markets. I've warned before. I told a lot of you guys not to just jump into the markets and start buying coins. You need to learn how to invest. You need to learn how to time the market. You need to learn about the factors that determine what causes the markets to go up and down. Don't blame me for it because you don't understand that. I've given what I'm going to call lectures on here. We have an entire course structured around timing the cryptocurrency markets to make profit. But many of you, when the markets go up, you think that's the time to invest. It's the worst time to invest. When the markets start crashing down, you start thinking that's the time to sell. That's the worst time to sell because now you're going to end up losing a significant amount of your money. Plus, you're missing a great market opportunity for purchasing. There's a number of factors that you can use to determine how low the market will go. But right now, the Bitcoin market is actually, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is more stable than it's been in years because of the usability. Companies are using it. Families are using it. The world is using it. The problem is that when people see an institution move $1 million in Bitcoin or $50 million in Bitcoin, like they see $50 million in Bitcoin. Someone buys $50 million in Bitcoin, an institution, and then they sell and then they use it to transfer money across the world, and then those funds get sold, and then people panic like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. No, the sky is not falling. The institutions are just using it to move money around the world, which is the actual purpose of Bitcoin. You have to remember that a lot of investors, all right, don't have the same knowledge that you have. They have not taken the classes on our academy. They don't understand in market cycles. They don't understand seasonal factors. They don't understand holidays. They don't understand how global events impact cryptocurrency. They only look at the market cap and what one Bitcoin is currently worth or what one Ethereum is currently worth. But they're not looking at the underlying use of the technology. It's how the technology is being used. It's the places that you can spend your cryptocurrency at. It's the amount of transactions. Right now, transactions are through the roof. This is a major deal for cryptocurrency. Don't get me wrong, the markets are going to crash down again because people are stupid. And they see the markets go up and down and they panic. But another big factor that's going to cause the markets to go down even further is the fact that Trump is sending out like $1,200 one-time checks to people. What are you supposed to do with $1,200? All right. A lot of people, think about this carefully. Someone who earns $200,000 a year and spends at a minimum of $3,000 to $5,000 a month in rent for a really crap apartment somewhere, maybe in Brooklyn, because Manhattan is more like $10,000 right now. How are they going to make ends meet with $1,200 check? They're not. And many of these people are now going to be laid off from their jobs. As a result of that, a lot of those people who have investments in cryptocurrency, as the liquidity begins drying up, as they start fighting, for example, if you're a doctor and you lose your job, all right, or a dentist, and you work in the medical field, once you lose your job, a lot of these people have no other skills. A lot of doctors who lose their jobs in the medical field, or a lot of professionals, dentist people, a lot of people who lose their jobs in the medical field and can no longer work in the medical field, they can no longer do anything because they did not develop any other skills outside of those fields. It's the same with many other specialized fields right now, okay? And a lot of those jobs are now just simply going to be replaced by machines. So for example, a lot of doctors are going to be replaced by machines as a result of what's happening in the world. For example, like you can walk in, step on a scale, it takes your weight. Put your hand through the cuff, it automatically takes your blood pressure. You won't even need a nurse. You'll need somebody making minimum wage to do this. One person. It's going to be like Walmart checkout, where you no longer have nurses and a bunch of doctors and nursing aides, to do these menial tasks. You're going to step into the technology is already there, and as a result of what's happening, and to prevent the spread, things like this are going to be handled by machines. So that it'll prevent less interaction with people. So you'll still have, like I said, it's going to be like Walmart, where you go to self-checkout and you've got one cute girl walking around to help people. And in this case, you'll have one cute girl walking around in a hazmat suit to help a dozen people or 20 people or dozens of people in no time at all. So that's, literally, because you don't need you don't need a nurse to take your blood pressure. You need a nurse to take your weight. You don't need a nurse to take your health, to take your health information. All of this is also going to be done using tablets. So for example, you come in, they give you a tablet, and you basically just tap on it. What's happening? How do you feel? Stuff like that. And they collect all that information on the tablet. That information automatically goes to the doctor via their tablet, completely removing the middleman and also removing the need for charts. So there's not going to be a medical chart anymore. The medical chart is digital. So as soon as you put in that information goes to the doctor. They're already reviewing your information while they're sitting with another patient, having lunch, taking a poop, whatever. All right. Also, the need for doctors will significantly go down because a lot of the diagnosis is going to be done using software. Many doctors already use software to make their diagnosis. I know you're like, what? They put in the symptoms and then it generates the likely diagnosis. All right. This is how many doctors do it right now. Before, they were using Grey's Anatomy, they were using textbooks to reference to try to make the diagnosis. This actually is going to eliminate a lot of that, and insurance companies are going to be trumpeting this so that they don't have to do that. A number of people who went to medical school or went into advanced medical programs are going to be without a job because they're simply not going to be needed anymore. Again, a lot of nurses won't even be needed. I'm just being honest with you, because a lot of the preliminary work will be able to be done by people such as nursing assistants, who you can pay $15 to $20 an hour to do all of these things. And again, it's not necessary. So you're going to have a lot of medical providers losing their jobs, especially when they're becoming high risk now interacting with patients. So general healthcare providers are going to go out the window. Specialists, for example, people who do specialist diagnosis and things like gynecological care, and even that is going to begin changing. Hematology, and even that is going to be changing as we use machines to do quick analysis. Surgery, that's something that's going to stick around for longer. But even now, we're working on developing alternatives to surgical procedures, which reduce the amount of needed surgery or eliminate that entirely. And as a result of that, you won't need surgeons to use these machines. Instead, you just basically will be using people who are certified to use these. So you will basically you'll be able to like essentially go to what is the modern day spa and have a person certified in using this technology to do the procedure for you. All right. So this is actually one of the big things to consider. Let me see here. As I said, AP, it's the physical school is going to be located in Mexico first. And in terms of opening the US location, a physical school in the US is not applicable at the moment because of what's happening. Instead, we're going to be focusing on our online university for US residents so that they can take their courses online. If they want to come to the physical location, they can come. They can apply to come. Like I said, we're working on financial aid options, and then they can come to the physical location. But before they come, of course, they'll have to undergo a health check. So they'll have to get a physical and everything else when you apply, because we're very, very serious on hygiene. We actually have a number of things in place at the academy that we're working on right now, including hygiene, like over the top hygiene, like literally, like I said, we do a preliminary health check as soon as they arrive. If they have a fever, if they're displaying signs of any illness, then they have to be seen immediately by within a short time by our staff physician, one of our staff physicians. In terms of food preparation, all food is being prepared within the university itself. We have a cook we have a cook, cleaner, everything. We're adding additional staff members, but all the food is being prepared here. We provide all the food, so 3 meals a day plus snacks and everything. But the snacks are sealed, so that's going to be, to prevent any kind of spread of infection. All the food is cooked and prepared, thoroughly washed by us, following FDA approved and food safety guidelines. We're in terms of, so for example, if you buy food from a street vendor, they use in preparing their food, they may use, a lot of them will use water from the faucet. Okay, why else wouldn't they? Us, we don't do stuff like that. Everything is, for example, food preparation is done with filtered water. This is all information that we're going to have available on the website. uh, I mean, we're putting very, very strict policies into place in terms of, for example, menstruation, women on their period. We're adding units in the bathroom so that pads, tampons, toilet paper containing menstrual fluid will be disposed of in there. We have very strict guidelines on that. Bathrooms, we're working to ensure that that we clean at least 2 to 3 times a day. Every student's room will be cleaned on a daily basis by our staff. So our housekeeping staff will clean all of the rooms. Laundry, we have housekeeping for laundry. So basically, students just drop off their clothing and we wash their clothing every single day. We advise students to shower at least twice a day, so once in the morning and once in the evening. We actually we not only strongly we require it, but we can't enforce it. But we do ask that they do it. And if we find that they are not doing it on a regular basis, yeah, I know, like you come on, then it can become a problem in the university, and it could also lead to, if they break our health guidelines, it could result in expulsion from the university. I'm just being very serious on that. So we're taking health guidelines very, very, very seriously. Again, serious amounts of cleaning on a daily basis, complete laundry service. Rooms are going to be cleaned by our housekeeping on a daily basis. So no dirty laundry. Bathrooms are being scrubbed. In terms of menstrual, we're providing free tampons. We're providing free pads. We're providing as I said, access to both doctors, and we're working to get a gynecologist so that they can. We're working to get our first gynecologist, and then additional healthcare providers in specialized fields. But we're making sure that we cover as many bases. The learning structure of the university is different. Like I said, you're not going to be sitting there reading from a book. Instead, we're going to be doing lectures on the patio. So basically, you'll be sitting down. We're going to be having a roast while we teach. So for example, while you're eating, you're learning. We have an amazing swimming pool that we're now remodeling, and you can go for a swim whenever you want. As I said, our focus is not on memorization. It's on understanding the structure of things. In terms of retention, we want you to remember how to find the information and how it works. We don't want you to remember the details of what is this unit of a Satoshi. No, you have to simply understanding that when you break down a Bitcoin into smaller units than one, you end up with what is called Satoshis. All right? You don't need to understand that the math is not applicable. Just to make that clear, the math is not applicable. We do put heavy emphasis on not learning the math. We will provide resources so that people who want to learn that can learn it, but those people are not really getting anything extra because the software does all of that trading. So we're going to teach using exchanges, all of that stuff, but it's about understanding how to use the technology and apply the technology and make money with the technology, not about memorizing this and becoming a college professor. Granted, you can become a professor, but like I said, our teaching structure emphasizes understanding, not memorization. And that is another thing that we will potentially dock students for. For example, if we have students that are memorizing the information, but they can't explain how anything works, students who don't remember the names of all this garbage, because it was all made up mostly, they will be the ones who will actually be conferred a university degree versus people who just try to memorize everything and then try to act like they're really smart. Those will be the ones that will not get their certification. We're not playing that nonsense. We're not playing the whole boomer structure of universities is crap. We need to actually have students that graduate that know how to use the technology, how to actually, research, how to find the resources, stuff like that. All that other nonsense is absolutely garbage. It's like what happens with doctors in medical school. They memorize all this crap, but at the end of the day, they can't treat patients because they don't have people skills. Two, they don't actually understand how the body works. They just memorize what this is. Hey, this is the powerhouse of the cell. But then you ask them exactly how the Krebs cycle works, and they can't actually explain it very well. Bro, This is in biology 101, mate. All right. Let me see some. I'm going to read some of your questions. Okay. Ryan PR Dromardo says, will the new website not Godfather purchases from the old website? As I said before, with the new everyone, the thing is that the old website, you only had 3 months. Each course was 3 months. So on the new website, and you can access all of your, if you still have a course that you've purchased on the website and it hasn't expired yet, then you have full access to it. But on the new website, now you have the option of actually physically owning the course, all right? Physically owning the course or taking the membership. To physically own the course, it's going to obviously cost more to physically own the course, but we're going to be doing some specials so that you can purchase the course at a reduced rate. We can also look at, if you've previously taken one of the courses and you want access back to the course, we'll also look into offering you a discount so that you can pay the difference. So to own the courses, it's usually going to be around $3.99 to $4.99. But what we'll do is we'll look at the amounts that you paid. So for example, if you paid $2.99 for a course and now you want to own the course, then all you'll have to do is pay the difference for the ownership of the course. So if you took Introduction to Cryptocurrency and you paid $300 for it, and the owners and to own the course right now via the Academy is it's $4.99, and you only pay a $200 difference. Or if you get it during one of the if it's $3.99, then you only pay a $100 difference, and you'll get full ownership of the course. So don't worry, we have you covered. For those of you that have previously purchased courses and you feel like you're being cheated because, hey, I purchased this course and now you're offering them for sale for like $100 more or $200 more. We don't worry, we'll be grandfathering it for everyone who purchased previous courses so that you can just pay the difference if you want to own the course. If you don't, then you can just you can just sign up for the membership, which also has a lot, like I said, a ton of additional options, features, and that will allow you to that'll give you some really great options, and that'll allow you to not have to repay for anything. So again, it's something for everyone. And as I showed you guys on the screen, you can get the course right. You can actually get this right now. You can start a membership for just $1. This allows you to check out the university, check out the design, check out the academy, check out everything. $1 for the first week. If you like it, if you want to continue, it's only $150 a month, and you get access to so much. And we're adding all the additional courses. Again, it's something for something. It's something for everyone. You can become a member, or you can just outright purchase the course. You have the membership icon up here, which will allow you to just go ahead and grab the course. Or if you want to go home to the homepage, we have the courses listed right here. Again, the new coronavirus crypto basic survival kit. This course, again, is going to be the course that you use to save your butt as things are going downhill. This course is a combination of live cheap off the grid in any country using crypto, an expert's guide to decentralized banking, and off the grid living, convert cryptocurrency to using an exchange, how to quickly withdraw your crypto and cash from any ATM and other crypto cash conversion methods, how to buy Bitcoin anonymously and through secret methods. In terms of being grandfathered in, you'll automatically receive an email. So those of you that are current, that have taken courses previously, are still taking courses in Crypto Money Academy, you'll receive an email automatically that will allow you to go ahead and buy the courses outright if that's what you want. We'll also be offering special discounts for all cryptocurrency, for all previous Academy members. This is something that we're doing to say thank you for sticking with us. And I'm also doing it personally to spite a lot of people. Don't forget that as a result of this, you will be able to apply for the certification. You'll be able to apply for the certification, the official certification, which will be signed by, will have my official signature on it. And again, as soon as we are able to receive approval for a bachelor's degree, for national accredit, for global accreditation, your certificates will be accredited by the global body, and your degrees will be accredited. So as I said, we're working to offer both bachelor's and master's degree programs. A lot of this is a result of Thomas. He's been just sending as much money as he possibly can, and we've been able to just build a lot. We've been building out, like I said, we're building out the cafe. our hookah lounge, our performance area, our rooftop patio. On top of building the academy, we're moving to expand very quickly. We're also working on opening a new shop, a smoke shop for you guys. So many of you don't know this, but marijuana is going to be legal in Mexico on April 30th. The Supreme Court has said that the Congress does not have any more time, and it becomes legal in the country after April 30th. So May 1st, or let me see here. Let me double check how many days in April. There's 30 days in April. So May 1st, marijuana becomes legal in Mexico. All of Mexico, you can legally possess it. What we've actually been working is we're working with distributors for marijuana. So as soon as it does become legal, we will be able to provide it to our students. It'll be something that we will have on hand. Yes, you're like, are you insane? That's something we will actually be able to have marijuana on hand and available to help students. We'll have CBD oil as well to help with not only depression, but anxiety. We'll have a lot of these products available for students to use at the university itself. So yeah, you'll be able to come to school, jump in a swimming pool, study by the pool, and also smoke pot. You know, when you want to take a break. It's a very chill place. It's a very nice place. The location of the university, which we'll be announcing soon, is actually in a very warm area of Mexico. So as a result of that, the temperature is typically much warmer here. In terms of coronavirus cases, I don't even know if there's been a single case here yet, but it's very low. Everything's actually very, very good, and we have one of the best medical systems in the world here. So you guys are not going to be, and you guys are going to be. If you think that you have access to good resource in the U.S., you haven't seen anything. I'm just lighting my cigarette. Give me a second. Also, as I said, credit goes to not just Tom. Thomas has been the one sending the bulk of the money, but Raymond Zuniga has also provided a lot of the financing. Cryptonomy Royale has been providing money as well to build all of this for you guys. That's pretty damn cool. Let me double check here. Cryptonomy says, Satoshi, should I get a hazmat suit regarding the current situation of the issues happening in the world? A bus driver in my city has already passed away. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would definitely advise at this point, a face mask would not be a bad idea. Okay, maybe you may not need a full hazmat suit, but I would recommend wearing a face mask. Yes, I would recommend, because for example, just the face mask are not good. When I say like a face mask, I mean like a full gas mask, like a outright gas mask. I think that would be one of the best ways of dealing with that. Let me have a look here. Yeah, Cryptonomy says it sounds like a mega center. Wow, incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's a mega center. It's being specifically designed for millennials and mostly for millennials, Gen Z, and it's a completely different structure compared to today. We also have different things. So for example, it's not a place where you're going to go and get drunk, even though there will be alcohol sold there. Instead, we're going to have different drinks like chocolate soda, like something out of Harry Potter, and different drinks from popular games or stuff like that, fantasy stuff, different things that you can't really get anywhere. It's about creating an environment where people feel comfortable, but also have access to the things that they need. We're going to be setting up live streaming in the cafe, so you can actually watch people stream. You can watch the customers. You can watch people play games. You can. We'll work to see if we can set up an interaction so you can interact with different people in the cafe, so that it's going to be really awesome, and people can actually come there, work there, stream there, and make money there. So that's another really cool thing. Yeah, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Vibrant ideas too. Yeah, no, we're doing something completely different. This is an entirely new generation. And as a result of that, we're focusing on creating something that meets the needs of of the millennial generation, Generation Z, and other generations, and more so, and less about putting less focus on putting less focus on the current way of doing things, right? For everything from from our educational structure, like I said, we're going to be doing things like offering blocks. So we're going to teach blockchain with blocks. We're all using alternative learning methods. We're using we're designing our programs with with significant emphasis for visual learners. We're for the introduction course, for example, we're designing that in a way that even children can understand it. The president of the president of the university, who is also the head instructor, he'll be teaching classes. What we've actually been doing is we're actually working on ensuring that our classes, including the classes that are including any additional courses that may include math, they're going to be so simple that even a kid can understand them. We're actually putting them through like his 13-year-old son and his other children, so that they can understand it. So he has children like that are a series of different ages from 13 down to like 6 and 7 maybe. And we're working to develop our program so that if his children can understand them, then you can understand them. So far, his son is like a genius. But that's how the Gen Zers are. But we're working to make sure that even the 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds will understand how it works. So it's funny. A lot of these kids while these kids are having trouble with multiplication, they'll be able to explain how cryptocurrency works. That right there in and of itself is a really cool thing. As I said, for the affiliate program, we're working on the cards. So when you join the affiliate program, you'll be able to order your set of cards, your affiliate cards. You can hand them out to different people, explain to them what it is, show them. You're basically become salespeople for the courses. And if anyone purchases a course, you will receive a significant commission from it. We're working on the commission structure, and like I said, for instructors that help to develop courses, they'll end up the goal right now is to ensure that they'll receive either 5 to 10 years or lifetime commission off those courses. So they'll continue receiving a portion of the earnings from those courses over for life, or for 5 to 10 years. So we're working on that because we want to be as fair as possible, but this is something that a lot of other companies don't even offer anything close to that. So we're working on equity and equality, real equality, not like feminism equality, like real equality. Cryptonomy said that I have a face mask N9912, bro. We'll get the NATO standard gas mask very soon. Should have plenty to hand through the week. Yeah. Also make sure you have your passport, as I said, because you're one of the people that has a spot at the university as a teacher. You've taken the classes, so again, work on your passport so that you can come over. We have we have positions not opening up not only for professors but also for people in administration and also a variety of other things. In terms of the U.S. office, I'll probably reach out to UK European office. I'll probably reach out to you later on to discuss that. Working to set up our European office, so that your European campus. But that's something that we'll talk about privately, Cryptonomy. But again, thank you for the money and thank you for all the help that you've given to develop the academy. Thank you again to Thomas. Thank you again to Raymond. Thank you again to so many of you guys who've been working in the background while everyone has been cursing me out, calling me a thief, calling me a scammer. As I said, we'll announce the Bitcoin. We'll announce the Satoshi ATM soon, so that you can. And the first people who will be allowed to buy them, of course, will be people who have people who have taken our courses, because that's the only thing. That's the fair thing to do. People who supported us first, and then afterwards we'll make them available to the public. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I think I answered pretty much most of the questions, if not all of the questions that were in the chat. I hope you enjoyed this live Q&A. We'll have more Q&As. We'll have more videos coming out explaining more things that have happened. As I said, definitely go and check out the limited time offer on university, so that you can take you can get the courses you can get membership access right now for only $1 for 1 week. Check it out. If you don't like it, cancel. If you do, you can continue learning. That's it. All right, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.